Hello and welcome to Big News for the week that began last Sunday, January 23rd, and ended today, Saturday, January 29th. I'm your host, Michael McCarthy. I'll be your tour guide as we pause briefly at several landmarks that jut out from the topography of last week's news. Currently in previews on Broadway and scheduled for a March opening is Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark, which has been besieged by countless setbacks. For nearly 50 years, the superhero has dealt with the likes of the Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and Venom, but come March, he may prove to be no match for prissy Broadway theater critic man. The Canadian oil company TransCanada wants to build a 1,700-mile-long pipeline from northern Alberta all the way down to an oil refinery in Port Arthur, Texas, which has many Texans upset. Apparently they don't like foreigners laying pipe through their wetlands and filling their receptacles with sticky liquid. The spokesman for TransCanada was heard to say, "Take it! Just take it! Take it!" Residents of Port Arthur dressed quickly, ran a comb through their hair, grabbed a C-note off the nightstand, and left crying. Newly arrived Republican congressmen are breaking with the old guard when it comes to slashing the budget. Apparently some of the new arrivals have yet to receive their Welcome to Congress goodie bags, which contain a Rolex watch, a fistful of golf outing coupons, and a big fat cashier's check made out to Our Little Bitch with the memo reading, "We know where your kids go to school." It looks like former White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel will not be allowed to run for mayor of Chicago, owing to the fact that the court does not recognize a dozen mismatched boxes containing his record albums from college as proof of residency. Yeah, apparently, in order to be mayor of a city, wait for it, you have to live there. Wait a minute, this just in. Apparently, no you don't. Tuesday night, various networks and assorted cable companies were deluged with phone calls when Americans from all over the country tuned into Obama's State of the Union speech. Thousands of viewers were concerned that something was wrong with their tint control until a special announcement was made. No, the new Speaker of the House, John Boehner's skin really is that bizarre shade of traffic cone orange. This year, the Academy Awards are at last celebrating a proud yet beleaguered group of talented men and women, white people. That's right. The 10 Best Picture nominees are so chock full of chalk and bland whiteness that a series of special filters will need to be employed when broadcasting the event, lest damage occur to the delicate workings of the cameras themselves. Republican lawmakers called on the Obama administration to return to the era of workplace raids on illegal immigrants, as well as returning to a time when everything was run by white men, ideally of Anglo-Saxon descent. When men were men, and women were men, and cows were men, and sheep were men, and children were men, and everybody just seemed to get along. Man. Tiger Woods is now rated third in the PGA standings, owing to the fact that while he was trying to reconcile with his ex-wife, he was playing with blue balls. Man. Ahmed Maher, the 28-year-old Egyptian leader of the youth movement that's threatening to topple the 3-decade-old rule of President Hosni Mubarak, uses Facebook to organize protests and plot strategies that outmaneuver the police. He recently told the BBC, "Mubarak must go! He has rigged the last election, he has severely limited all political freedoms, and he is still using MySpace. I know! Can you believe it?" And finally, many of the newly elected Republican senators who sailed into office because of the Tea Party movement seem to be distancing themselves from the less than desirable affiliation. It's like when Meadow Soprano went off to college and was embarrassed by Tony. This has been Big News. I'm Michael McCarthy. Thank you so much.